Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DC Universe Online. I am Trexlight, of course. This is Black Ember, and I have increased the speed by how much? 200%. I don't know why I'm so excited. I am so sorry for my excitement. Yes, I have increased the speed by 200% just because 150% just isn't fast enough for this guy. I'm a speedster. I like things fast. I like my women fast. I like not women actually that fast because they have diseases that are really, really fast too. But okay, anyways, this is Oolong. This is Oolong Island, the hard alert tier 2, and this is the dumb version. I'm going to say this. I'm calling it the dumb version because when it was first released, it was incredibly hard. Guys like Odyssey are the ones that can really defeat this thing. For all those that were able to defeat this thing after or before the nerf that they did with a couple updates ago, that's a round of applause. That's what you get right there. You get an applause for being so uber to do it. Me, I like this. This right here, I did this the other day just because I did a random and I was like, all right, time to record. Oh, I got Ulong too. Let's see if we can fail. So far, this group, we didn't fail. We failed one time, but we didn't fail at all. This group was rock solid. Why? Because we had a tank, me, we had a healer, we had a controller, and we had DPS. Look at there. The perfect group. So anyways, let me just say, we start off the first thing with killing 15 robots and then saving 15 scientists. After that, we have the crazed Ulong Enforcer boss. This is the first boss. For just a little word of advice, if you die during this boss fight, if you die, just run back. No one save anybody. Don't be a hero. Haha, funny. Don't save anybody. Just let them die and continue on. As long as the tank is still alive, I think we're all good. Truth be told, we're right there still at the beginning of the instance. This boss is an open area, so let it go. Alright, so after getting down to 75%, he'll start some of these little small ads. These ads just need to be AoE'd as much as possible. So tanks, get to work. All right, get to chucking here. So after you take care of the ads, get back on the boss. Now, Now he'll also have this nice little circle that's gonna be there for about it's gonna take about 2, maybe even 3 seconds. I'll even say 5 seconds. I'll even buffer it, maybe 5 seconds. I don't think it's that slow. I think it's actually quicker than that. But get out of the circle. He'll rain AoE down. It does a lot of damage, and just keep going on, keep trucking. The boss is easy. He is a tank and spake. You just gotta learn the mechanics. Okay. So once he is down, let's actually take a little bit of the loot. Oh, we have a tank neck that I don't need because I have the tier 3.5, the flash neck that I just bought. So I'm all cool. And that's the sector agent back that I'm wearing if you're trying to look and find it. But alright, to the next area. This is the Mutogenic research area thing. First things first, take care of ads. Just take care of all this crap that's around you. You are going to destroy 15 androids and reprogram their robotic control nodes. There are 4 of them. Once you activate it, the bots around you just get stunned and you just go, I don't know what I'm doing. So just rock them out. All right, just rock them out. Now the ads that you need to watch out for, the hyperactive androids. Those are the ones that pretty much do a charge ability and they come running towards you to give you a nice big hug. You don't want that hug. That hug is about 300 damage, and no one wants that hug. All right, so Martian Manhunter is now pretty much telling us that we have to go up there and mess with the response. What is that? Upload data from failed responsometer testing lab. Okay. Mess with the antennas. You have to deal with the pterodactyls. Now, luckily, the pterodactyls are easier now. By easier, I mean when they attack you, they actually come down to ground level. They're not standing up. They're bombing you to death, and they are manageable now. That was the one problem that when it first came out, that was the problem with it. The damn birds just decided to just attack from up there, and you couldn't stop them. You couldn't kill them, and they were hard. They were like bosses. They hit like what? Like what, folks? Come on. If this was live, you would type in the chat. You would say what? Hits like a what? Hits like a truck. Yeah. Yeah, it's a running gag. We're going to keep going with it, huh? It's like a truck. Now, the birds will interrupt you along with the robots as well. After you get done with the 4 transponder meters, now we actually have to go inside the labs. inside. Okay, just apparently I'm having to save people. Yay me. So once we save them, we go into the labs. We turn into metal men. We have 3 attacks. We have a fireball barrage, that I can say, and then a big fist. So 3 people, your 3 group members need to focus on killing, destroying, or knocking down all of the failed metal men, because they all just need to be knocked down and stunned and all that. One person needs to be ready to go with interacting with the little microscope. I'm just going to call it the microscope looking thing, or the transformer. We'll call it the transformer. Now, if any of the metal men actually get up while you're doing this, they will interrupt you. They will interrupt you non-stop. That's why all of them need to go down at the same time, so you only have to go through this one time. This is the only area that we actually had trouble with, and I was really quite happy with it. Alright, so now we're going to take care of the last one. So you just want to use all the abilities that you got. The weapon style they have is martial arts, so you can just do Shuriken Storm non-stop and call it a day because it's fun. But after that, we have Dr. Tyrant. And he was yet another boss that everyone hated when Ulong first came out. He was the toughest boss actually in the instance due to the fact that no one could pass him. So, this is what he does now. He will summon it's like some other metal man. It's a purple one. He'll summon a purple one. He'll also do an ionized storm right there on top of himself, so everyone in melee range get the hell away from him. Just keep going AoE. If you keep doing AoE, the purple thing will just go down. Now, the most dangerous thing you have to worry about is when he does this. Everyone around him in melee range is going to get this nice little electrical charge AoE stun thing. He'll summon all these ads, and you just gotta take care of all the ads as fast as possible and then get back on the boss. He'll be in that little shell for maybe about 10 seconds, maybe 20. Actually, I'm not really sure about the time, but while he's in there, you can still shoot him range, but everybody, especially DPS, need to be worrying about the ads and taking the ads down. Ads are always first. Remember that, people. Yeah, failed mailman. Everyone needs to remember that. Now, he'll also do a little stun thing to whoever really gets aggro with him, and oh god, I forgot about that one. He'll do this nice little spinning top thing for electrical damage. Get as far away from him as possible. Enough where like aggro's not going to escape or anything, but just get away from him. That's a horrible thing that's going to happen. But the stun he'll do is transform people into metal men and stun them for about a couple of seconds. Controller rifle, like I need that. Alright, moving on to the next area. Now there is an area that's right here that people could go into, but it's actually skippable. It's the primary manufacturing. I don't know what's in there. I might do a separate video for it just to see what's in it, but we're going to go straight into the next phase, which is going to the next boss is Tornado Tyrant, which is up there. Now this is my bad. Everything you see now is because of my fault, because I was an idiot. I accidentally targeted the wrong metal man, or failed one back there. It was one farther away, so I grabbed the entire room instead of just one group at a time. But as you see, our healer rocks. Everyone's a winner. We kicked ass. We really did. Now Tiomaro is going all about and everything, just dealing with everything. He's talking up a storm, saying, "Oh, you can't do anything." But we start this off by talking to one of the scientists. The 5 scientists are going to be working on trying to get Red Tornado freed. I don't really know the purpose of this whole thing. All I know is we just don't let the enraged metal men attack the scientists. So they're going to drop from the ceiling, which is new, because they used to just open from the far north door. It was open, you just tank them there. There was some come from the south door. It was horrible. But them dropping from the ceiling now, amazing. Because all you have to do is just grab them, pick them up with AoEs, and call it a day. I'm not saying that they made it easy, because this is still a little challenging. But the fact that we all knew what we were doing, we all knew our roles, that's the key to winning battles. That's the key to winning to actually completing alerts, instances, everything. People need to know their class, they need to know what they're doing, they need to know the fights, and call it a day. That's why I'm even doing this video. So you know the fights, so you know what to expect. Aren't you happy? Aren't you? So after talking to Pio Maro, Tornado Tyrant, which is Red Tornado's evil cousin, is now alive and kicking. So Red Tornado will start off the fight with just this big ball. Now, this first time around that we're seeing this is actually a failed attempt because, well, healer died, and this is a closed room, so once you die, you're pretty much stuck outside. So I'm just going to go over some of this a little bit. You just see the healers die, the controller's just going nuts. I'm full power, I'm full health. Why? Because I'm the shit. I'm just kidding, guys. You all are very good at what you do. But I'll repeat that once he actually becomes active, he starts off by shooting these random electrical balls out. Just try and move away from them. They're just gonna bounce around a little bit. They cause I know for me they cause 300 damage. It's gonna happen. It's gonna there was no way I can really try and found a way to stop from them hitting me. So I mean, you might just have to eat that damage and just eat it hard. Oh yeah, he'll also summon enraged metalmen. But like I said, this is where we died. But this is the good one. He'll start off shooting off the balls, right? Shooting off the balls. There they are. Yes, okay, they cause 100 damage to me, so whatever. Alright, we'll shoot him off. Now, you don't want to be around him when he starts loving himself, as I'm going to call it, because Wind's going to start running around, so you gotta get out of melee range. He'll also bring out these random, about maybe 5 or 6 of these spinning electrical tornadoes. They're going to move around, get out of their way, just sidestep, roll away. Roll away. Don't sidestep. Roll away. Just get out of their way, and as long as you don't get hit by them or get caught, you'll be fine. Me, I get caught by it a lot. Now, another thing he does is he's going to shoot wind out of his hands and go into a circle motion. He'll either go clockwise or counterclockwise. Just be behind him when he's doing it. Be behind him. There's no really telling how far he goes with it. He'll go clockwise, he'll go counterclockwise, he'll go left to the right, right to the left, whichever. But that's all you really have to worry about is the tornadoes that are around that will move. Once they go down, you're free to go, but just don't get hit by them. The tornado hand coming from his hand, stay away from it. Just make sure you're behind him. If you're in melee range, you need to try your best to stay some ranged away, due to the fact that once he starts powering up or whatever, wind's going to come around him, and it's just going to cause damage to melee people. Alright, but now we are going into Shang Tsung's personal lab. Okay, the controller was AFK a little bit. He has some disconnection issues, but it's okay. Now, you want to be smart about these pulls, because you have these laboratory security bots, and then on both sides, so you can pull one group on the left and then the group on the right. But then once you defeat them, you'll have metalmen on the left side become active, like you see, AoE, 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 AoE. And then you'll have the group on the right become active once they're down. Now, if you're noticing while we're in here, if I'm interacting with some pods, because they have a timer, those pods that have a timer actually they are hyperactive androids that are inside. So if you're near them and you see the timer start going, you need to run over there and cut them off. There may be a feat for it. I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me, but if there is, cool. If there's not, who cares? That's just one less ad. There's one less ad you really want to worry about in this place. I can tell you that now. Ooh, yeah. See, there's one right there. Destroy. I think there's one up here. Destroy. Now, of course, this is just like any other trap. If there's electricity, if it's red, don't stand on it. Alright. But we had a little AFK break a little bit, maybe a little bio, so we didn't get a speed feat, but now here we are. Once everyone's into the room, a nice little Shang Tsung personal security bot is going to, or personal guard is going to come out and handle some business. All of a sudden, oh no, the ground drops. Take care of those pods. We don't like the pods. Pod people suck. So now we have these. Now we're going to get a number of waves of these micro security bots that are going to come, and they can easily be AoE down. They honestly pose no threat. If you have good AoE, then you've called it a day. And practically every role has an AoE ability. See, even you hand blasters got that's a little AoE, front AoE, so we can do with that. But yeah, these micro things, they are nothing. You just have to defeat wave after wave, and once they're all done, we can move on to Shang Tsung's chamber. I'm going to take a little drink real fast because, man, I'm talking super fast. And if it's confusing or anything, please leave comments in the section below and I'll answer any questions possible. Alright. I'm not really going to call it a glitch. I don't know if it's really even a mechanic, but I'm going to make this out there because it helps. It does help groups, and if they fix it, then I'm sorry they fix it, but this is something that I'm going to have to say. When you enter the room, the pipes that I'm standing on that are right behind these two androids when you walk in, if you get low of health, by all means, healers, heal them as much as possible, but each person is in control that they need to be behind these pipes if they're low of health. Reason being is because you will drop aggro and start replenishing your health. Once you're at a good once your health is at a good height, join back into the fight. Alright? First initial pull. One person, preferably tank, needs to go in just a little bit as you see, and just go ahead and activate this nice little scenario. Everybody needs to be in the back in the corner, back at the entrance, and the tank needs to pull so everyone can be back over here in the corner. Reason being is because you want to try and do this in like a group state. Grab the first group, bring them over, and then go and grab the next group. Now, as a fire tank with AoE, I think Ice does it too. Once we use our powers, that's our time. So shoot, I use Inferno. I'm grabbing everybody. So aggro is perfectly fine in my state of mind. Now, also Shang will also do this nice little floor tile thing where you touch the floor, you're going to be jumping up in the air, taking damage. So if the ground changes color, get the hell away from that ground area. Oh man, the hyperactive droids are probably the worst to having to deal with. And which is now weird because Shang, we haven't even touched Shang whatsoever. But he has shielded himself, and the consoles that we have to go to are electrified. Those are where the consoles are. In order not to get damaged by these, you need to have what? You need to be in a robot. The robot that I'm in, the nice big brown one, those are for tanks. I don't really know which ones are the healers and which ones for DPS, but I think the actual small ones, the small white ones that are, well, I'm sorry, I'm not really sure which ones are the healers. I'll probably do more research on that for you, but as you see, I'm the only person really taking care of all this. But when you interact with the consoles, these small little hatchlings, Shang Tsung's little babies, are going to come up. DPS, if the DPS hopefully is in a robot, the hatchlings need to be destroyed. You don't have to be in a robot for this phase. You do not. The only time you need to be in a robot is if you are actually going over to the consoles to interact with them to turn off the shielding. It's just truly annoying having to deal with these hatchlings and trying to touch the consoles, I tell you that. Oh crap, look, it's alright, that pod's down. Good, sweet. Alright, now we're back to Shang Tsung. Now if you want to be in a robot during the DPS thing or whatever, go for it. More power to you. It's not going to hurt a freaking thing whatsoever. I mean, I think I've seen people that actually their DPS has increased because of it. So, now there are going to be times where you're going to turn into a mini Shang Tsung or whatever he's going to transform into. There's a heal button and then there's an attack button. You can use the little rocket punch to do some damage. Oh, I'm an idiot. To do some damage, and you can also heal yourself in there as well. Now we're looking at these small little 3 constructs. The constructs are actually healing Shang Tsung, so they need to be down as fast as possible. Man, I'm just finding these pods all over the place, man. So once you're back on Shang Tsung, there's like multiple phases here. All right, this is fun. This is really fun. All right, so he's back shielding. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go into this one. Oh, okay. Actually, it doesn't matter which bot you go into. It matters on what your role is. If your role is a tank, whatever robot you get into, I guess you're gonna be a tank. Because I definitely went into the silver one by mistake. But that's okay, because I have two. As a tank in the robots, I have two abilities. Both of them are AoE. Your first two attacks are both AoE ones. Ooh, I'm almost dead. Your third ability is a nice little tank shield, and then your fourth one is your heal. It's a heal over time. It does a lot of good. And then the fifth one is just so you can change back. But I'm not really worried about changing back. Okay, I didn't mean to change back. I want my robot back. Go to the robot. Yeah, that small corner right there, I think that's a healer one, but either way. I think it just depends on what your role is and whatever robot you get into. Alright, so keep taking care of the hatchlings. And then, okay, once the hatchlings are all down, you need to quickly interact with the consoles so we can get this phase over with. Oh, God. Oh, the hatchlings suck. Alright. And the robots here as well do shuriken storms. They're all martial arts as well. I don't know why a robot would do martial arts, but that's, I don't know. That's not me. Yeah, shuriken storm does a lot of damage. I'm really, really cool with it. So I'm just going to stay in this robot until the time expires like it just did. Yeah, Shang Tsung is defeated. Look at that. Booyah. And we even got purple from it too. What was the purple? Purple was actually the plans. Was plans for Precision to Might 2, Focus Element, and then some tank dual, I think it's tank pistols. Yeah. So that's it. That's Oolong Island. I'm sorry if I was talking really fast. My apologies. Like I said, I increased this thing by like 200% because I wanted to get done fast. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next alert, next duo, whatever. Take care, guys.